Hey, what's up everybody? It's Rox and I'm coming to you today with a review for Basketball Wives Season 5, Episode 7. I was all off last week. I've been off, y'all know, because I didn't do a video for, I thought 2 weeks, but I guess I just missed 1 week of Basketball Wives. So anyway, this is number 7. So we're going to try to make this video not be that long. It ain't really that much I want to talk about. It's only really 2 things that we must touch on today. I know that Evelyn has her clothing line coming out. Side note, y'all saw that she was with Bow Wow's mom, and whenever I see somebody that just pop up out the blue onto these reality shows, I just start to feel like they're trying to groom her for her own reality show, because that's always how it goes. That's what happened with the Latavia girl who has a reality show, and we've seen it happen with other people too. So I'm just, y'all mark my words, y'all heard it here first. I bet you Bow Wow's mama is about to be on another reality show. Anyway, that's good about Evelyn's clothing line. Like, we really need another clothing line, but we don't really have much to talk about that. I know that Shawnee's son had his 13th birthday party, and that was cute and fun enough. I was glad that she didn't indulge him and get pyrotechnics and have Wheezy and Wiz Khalifa and Big Sean there. So at least that part was, you know, it was a nice little 13-year-old birthday party, but, you know, a rich kid though. I know that Tammy has her sponsorship that she does for the weight loss, whatever that weight loss company is. That's good for Tammy. It was good to see Tammy in a different light, okay? Not always just in her regular old, you know, keeping it real, hood girl, ratchet, or whatever you want to call Tammy. It was nice to see her, you know, modeling. You could tell she felt good about herself. She did look good in her bathing suit, and she's a pretty girl to me, and I thought she looked nice. So all that was fine and good and whatever. Nothing that we need to really talk about, okay? What we really need to talk about is what we're going to talk about today. So let's get to it, shall we? Now, you guys know that I have been pulling for Tasha ever since this season started, because she was kind of the odd man out and she was just first coming in, and you know how these girls are. And I was really hoping that she was going to be able to pull her weight. Then as time has gone on, Tasha has begun to wear on my nerves a little bit, because she won't just come clean on that whole head button comment and just admit that she was trying to get at Evelyn, and justifiably so, okay? Why can't she just admit it? You guys, I must say that last night Miss Tasha Marbury has pushed me all the way to the other edge. And yeah, Tasha got on my nerves real bad last night. Now, first off, this birthday party, you guys. Now, listen, I have a friend, Debbie. You guys have heard me talk about Debbie plenty of times on here. Debbie has this same sort of mentality when it comes to her parties, okay? Her parties are very important to her. So when she invites you to the party, she expects you to come. She expects you to stay. She don't expect you to get there late. She don't want you to leave early, okay? When you do that, Debbie got a fucking problem, okay? She ain't gonna talk to you for a couple of weeks, and then when you talk to her, you know, the voice is real clipped and short and succinct. She don't really have much time for you. She just got a fucking attitude, okay? So we all know this about Debbie, so we all try to everybody be fucking stressed out, be calling each other like, girl, you going to Debbie's party? And you know, you be like, well, what fucking choice do I have? We all know this about Debbie, and we still do love Debbie to death, okay? But I will be damned if Debbie, or anybody else for that matter, would come to me after the fact and talk to me the way that Tasha did to Evelyn, Susie, Shawnee, and Tammy. She calls everybody to this meeting because she wants to know what is everybody's excuse for not showing up to the event of the century, which would be her birthday. Like we said last week, they were there 2 hours, okay? They did show up. They was in the appropriate garb for whatever the theme of the night was. They stayed there for 2 hours. Tasha never got there, and they left early. And granted, when it's your birthday party, yes, you are allowed CP time. I don't care what color you are. White people, you get CP time too. Because it's sort of expected that, you know, you come a little late, you let everybody get there, so you can make an entrance, okay? But what you need to do when you plan something like this is you need to make sure that there's people there at the party, so that folks that are already there are entertained enough where they are not fucking babysitting a drink and staring at the clock ready to get the fuck up out of there. When it's nothing to do at a party, you guys, that is never good. Because when it's some shit that you didn't even want to go to in the first place, 2 fucking hours can feel like 6. So when Tasha started with the it's my birthday party and I can show up at any time that I feel like it, I would have been like, you are exactly right. You can show up whenever you want to. Look, you can show up 12 hours late. I bet you my black ass won't be sitting in no dead ass damn party waiting for you. If you knew you didn't have nobody but your 6 weird ass cousins and your couple of next door neighbors and the damn camera crew from the show, if you knew that was all the people that you invited to this fucking party, then you needed to get your ass there on time, okay? Or at least get there an hour late, okay? But 2 hours is pushing it when we just sitting up here all looking at the same 5 people. So that's on you, Tasha. And then what about how she was just so curt and cutting everybody off and not letting anybody say anything and was really just kind of looking everybody up and down like she was talking to them like they was a fucking kid or something. You guys, if there is anything on this earth that I cannot stand, is to be talked down to like a child. I am a grown-ass woman. You will treat me as such. Okay, I'm not fixing to sit here and get scolded and reprimanded by your new money ass. Okay, I don't give a fuck who your fucking husband is. Stephon Marbury, whatever the hell he is. You know what? You want fucking star treatment? Take your ass to China where he's playing basketball. Okay, because today we ain't fixing to go here, Miss Tasha. Talking about what's everybody's excuse. Excuse me? Bitch, please. Then when she asked Tammy where was her gift, I about died. I was just like, really? You could actually sit there and ask somebody for a gift for you? What if they didn't plan on bringing you a goddamn gift? Tasha talking about, yeah, it's still her birthday month and she's accepting gifts for the whole month or whatever the fuck the month was. If I was Tammy, I'd have been like, bitch, I ain't buying you no fucking gift. You so fucking rich, go buy your own goddamn gift. But what really made me laugh was after she had then sat there and went off on everybody and was quite rude. Then she turns around and was like, okay, well, enough of that. What did you guys think of the grand opening the other night? Did you really expect a glowing review of your weave bar and sew-ins when you just sat there and went off on everybody and was quite rude? And if you ask me, I feel like everybody there was trying to be diplomatic. And I guess it's because they trying to turn over this whole new leaf and not seem all confrontational and everything like that. But if you ask me, this would have been the right time for a confrontation, okay? And at least a good ass cursing out would have sufficed and been completely acceptable. Okay, fuck, we watched last season. We watched Tammy hold Keisha's purse hostage over some bullshit. But when you are blatantly being disrespected and talked down to, you decide to take this time to hold your tongue? Man, please, I'd have been like, fuck you in that opening. I was frustrated during that scene. Well, didn't one of y'all want them to say something? Just somebody? Or was it just me? Now, I said it before and I'll say it again. I think that it's very good that Tammy is trying to get a handle on her anger issues, okay? Therapy is always a good thing, never a bad thing. And if we can gain more self-control, then I think that would make for a better you and me. We hear in the session that Tammy has an alter ego, okay? And she calls the alter ego Lil Tammy. What Lil Tammy does is Lil Tammy jumps up on her shoulder when Big Tammy is feeling disrespected or some shit is about to go down. Lil Tammy is the protector. Lil Tammy demands the respect. What I found funny was the fact that when Tammy was explaining the confrontation that she and Evelyn had when they went out to dinner that night, she was just like, when Evelyn put her hand in my face, and I was just like, wait. First of all, Evelyn was sitting across the table from you and 2 people down. Now, how she put her hand in your face? This is in your face right there. I think it's evident that Tammy has some imagined confrontations in her mind and, takes things personally. What did her life counselor tell her? From now on, your motto needs to be, it is never personal. And that's what we want Tammy to repeat in her mind over and over and over again. Nothing is personal, Tammy. We're going to keep our fingers crossed and hope that Tammy can make it to the finish line with this. So we can agree that they have always treated Susie with some level of disrespect ever since season 1. Not only have they treated her bad, but we have all ripped Susie apart in the media, on the blogs, just in general. We have called Susie all types of idiots. Susie has been nothing more than a flunky and a follower, and yes, we don't really have much respect for Miss Susie. So it does come a time in a grown person's life when they realize that they've been a pushover all their lives, okay? And it's time to take a stand, okay? Because if you don't stand for something, you fall for everything. And if you don't demand respect, then you will never get it, okay? So this is the time that Susie has arrived at. Now, it's ironic to me that Evelyn and Tammy are feeling, feeling bad for Susie and feeling like she should learn how to speak up for herself because everybody always runs over her when you guys was the main ones doing the running over the past few seasons. They done ran that girl through the ringer, okay? And I guess maybe they feel like, no, this is my rag doll, not yours. We can talk about the bitch all we want to, but you can't do it. I don't know, you guys. I was starting to feel like they knew that, they couldn't go off on Tasha themselves because they already had the mean girl reputation. But you know what? Susie hasn't been in any confrontations, okay? Susie has always been the one that's just carried the gossip, but she knows how to stay out the way. So, I feel like they used Susie like they always do and made her be the bad guy, go after Tasha for the things that they wanted to say, but they knew that their image could not withhold. So what they did is they pumped that stupid ass Susie's head up and made her go after that girl Tasha. Now listen, we're gonna have a little sit down with Susie. That's the name of this segment right here. Sit down with Susie. Let me tell you something, Susie. Don't you ever let anybody talk you into a possible ass whooping, okay? Because this is what the fuck is fixing to happen right here. I don't know none of my friends that could ever talk me into some bullshit like getting my ass whooped. It is very important to know your fucking lane and stay inside them 2 yellow lines. And what you don't need to do is let your friends write a check for you that your ass cannot cash. And you guys know we've seen it before, okay? Back in high school, junior high school days, okay? It was a big fight that was gonna go down. This one girl, they done pumped old girl up all day. Let's call her Michelle. We done told Michelle all day from periods 1 through period 6 that she gonna whoop so-and-so's ass, okay? We done got her all hyped up. Everybody know about the big fight. Michelle fixing to whoop so-and-so's ass, okay? Michelle is totally ready to go beat some ass, okay? The bell rings after school. Everybody go to the side of the school because it's fixing to go down. And then when Michelle get over there with old girl proceeds to stomp her ass out, choke her out, fuck her up. Michelle don't know if she coming or going, okay? But Michelle was all pumped up and riled up just 10 minutes before the fucking bell rang. It's ugly, you guys. They done snatched her fucking necklace off. Goddamn shirt is tore off their shoulder. One of her shoes is missing. Her eye is swollen. They done pulled the goddamn earring out. Her earlobe is bleeding. See, and that's what we call letting your friends write a check that your ass can't cash, okay? They wasn't on the fucking fight. Ain't nobody jumped in the fight or nothing. Y'all all on the bus, everybody quiet, looking over at Michelle out the corner of their eye. Michelle looking like she fucking got pulled through a goddamn keyhole. Bitch been beat to a pulp. She tired, she sore, everything hurting, and now she got to explain to her fucking parents when she get home what exactly why she was fighting in the first place. So the talk that Tammy had with Susie, I don't think it did Susie any good. Because Susie is not a real fighter like me, okay? I know how to not get into a fight. I can talk, I can reason with people, I can even go off on you, but I'ma sure make sure that I don't get my ass caught up in no tussle. I'm not about to get into nobody's face, and I'm not gonna start the shit off the way that Susie did, okay? So when Susie and Tasha get up in the meeting, Susie is all amped up and ready, okay? She get up in there and immediately she's just like, you know what, fuck you, because, you talk to me any old kind of way. You have no respect for me, and I know you wouldn't have done that shit to Tammy because, Tammy would have punched you in your fucking face. Susie, you going about this all wrong, all wrong. But you can see that she got that adrenaline flowing through her veins because Tammy talked to her. Now, I would be willing to bet that Evelyn has talked to her as well, okay? So she's all about getting her respect any way that she can. Now, you could tell that Tasha was taken a little back. She was taken aback by what Susie said to her. She was not expecting it, okay? So Tasha was caught off guard. And while I was worried for Susie, you guys, I was also like, well, good for Susie. She finally taking a stand, okay? Might gonna get her ass beat, maybe. We don't know for sure. But you know what? Sometimes you just gotta take one for the team. And really, she was only doing it because somebody else told her to do it. But that kind of still makes her a follower. But we gonna stick to what we talking about here. Susie taking a stand. Tasha tries to rationalize with her and is just like, you know what, I never cursed at you, and I just kind of feel like you just really follow the Angry Birds a little too tough, which to me was proof that Tasha was behind the whole Angry Birds story leaking to the blogs back when the girls left the birthday party. But anyway, it goes on and on until finally Tasha's just like, you know what, bitch, get the fuck up out of my place, okay? Get out of my house, okay? And so Susie gets up and leaves, and I can tell the way Susie left that she was feeling real good. She had a pat on the back, okay? Because you know what, she did what she came to do. It was no problems, and for the most part, she won that battle. But you know what happened with Tasha. Tasha sat down, picked up a magazine, and was like, oh, no, I did not just let this bitch come up in my place and talk to me any old kind of way. Oh, no, I did not do that. So she gets up and she runs out there to the elevator, okay? Finds Susie, who's sitting there waiting on the elevator. So, you know, Susie looks at her. You can tell that Susie's shocked, but, you know, she still got a little bit of the adrenaline running through her veins. So she gathers up whatever she can, and she turns to Tasha, and she finishes up her verbal assault. They going through all of these, whatever they saying, and hands in the face. It was real stupid, real childish or whatever, but you know, you could tell that both of them was really trying to get the last word. I guess when Tasha felt like she was finished with whatever she had to say to Susie, she started to walk off down the hall, and Susie came running up behind her and knocked her fucking head off. Tasha turned around like, bitch. And you know, it was like a few things that could have been going on right there. You know, Tasha was like, okay, I am a superstar's wife. I am in a hallway where I live. I am on TV. There's a bunch of cameras watching me. Maybe this is not the time to beat old girl's ass. Okay, that could have been one of the thoughts. The other thought was like, oh, I did not even know she had it in her. I'm not fixing to get no tussle with Susie. It's not worth it. But did you guys see how Susie backed her ass up? Yeah, she was real bad, but she was backing her ass up to that elevator. And when she got to the elevator, she was pushing that button. She was pushing that bitch, and she was just like, come on, come on, come on. You know, she had a whole lot to say, but I know she ain't never waited a longer 10 seconds in her life waiting on a fucking elevator. Her ass was nervous, okay? Take it from a non-fighter, okay? But, you know, she tried to save face, and for the most part, she did. She was lucky, okay? That shit could have turned out a whole different way, okay? If it would have been any old other kind of hood bitch, Susie got her ass beat. You guys could be all excited for, you know, just going at somebody 100% like that, but you know what? You need to sit back and realize that, you know, not everybody got a whole bunch of restraint, and you will get your ass beat, even over some fucking words. She's lucky that Tasha ain't about that life, or Tasha made the decision not to even go there. But I will say to Susie is that even though you did stand up for yourself, honey, you need to get a better delivery, because you want things to work out in your favor and for you to come out unscathed. That whole confrontation could have went an entirely different way. Y'all see, I'm glistening again. I don't have the air on. That's why I took my sweater off. I'm not at work like this today, but I was like, let me take my sweater off. Anyway, like you guys really care. You guys remember to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar below. All right. So I hope that you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. I plan on doing the same. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye.